Welcome back to day 3 of your barreALLEY challenge presented by staktmat. Today is barreATHLETE. A little strength, a little grace, a lot of endurance. All you'll need is a paper plate and your staktmat. Go ahead and put those over to the side. Let's start with a warm-up. Toes and knees a little bit wider than your hips, and then turn your toes and knees out, soften through those knees. Draw your elbows up and out, and just start with a gentle, easy torso rotation. Standing tall in your spine, reaching the crown of your head forward, reaching the crown of your head to the ceiling. Good. You're going to pick up your right knee as you twist and rotate to the right, and then you change sides, rotating to the left. Up, exhale, 3, 2, rotate. 3, 2, one more on the left side. Plant your feet down. Inhale your arms up. Turn your toes in, heels out. Exhale, find a forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen that spine. Exhale, surrender down. Take that right hand on the outside of that left ankle. Hold on to that as you inhale, lengthen the spine. Draw that left hand up to the ceiling. Gaze towards your left thumb. Exhale, come back to the center. Walk around left hand on the outside of the right foot. Inhale, flatten the back. Then reach that hand up, gaze towards your thumb. Exhale, melt it down. Soften your knees, round your back, roll all the way up. Good, heel toe in a little bit. Toes and knees are still wider than your hips. Toes and knees are facing forward. Place your hands on your hips. Let's start with a hip roll. Right hip rolls open, plant those feet. Left hip rolls open, heart and belly button, face forward the whole time. Stand up tall in your spine. Beautiful. We are going to add a hip roll with a squat. So bend your knees, sink your hips, pick up that left knee. Stand up tall. Your knee is not rotating. It comes from that hip. This next one, hold your low squat. Hold it. Maybe your elbows are inside of those legs. Maybe your hands come to heart center. Lift your chest. Maybe you're on your bum, on your heels, reclining those hands back beyond the hips. Good. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring your feet underneath your hips. Reach your arms out. Reach your arms up. Knees are soft. As you lower your left pinky, you're going to rotate that right arm behind you. Change sides. Left hand behind, right pinky down. Keep your heart and belly button facing forward. We're rotating through those shoulders. One more on either side. Hands to heart center, heel toe your feet out nice and wide. Bend into your right knee. Plant your hands in front. Come over to the left side. Straighten both of your legs, forward fold. Heel toe your way. Roll it all the way up. Good. Move your plate off to the side. And you're going to stand behind your mat. Inhale your arms up overhead. Gaze towards your thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands out to a plank. Walk your hands up on top of your mat. Take your right hand off of your mat. Stagger, push up. Bring that hand back on top. Left arm goes up and out at a diagonal. Lower both hands on either side of your mat. Option, pop off those hands. And then walk back to your down dog. Roll all the way up. Inhale, exhale. Walk it out. Up onto that mat. Right hand steps off into a push-up. Left hand steps off into a push-up. Both hands off. Pop. Lift those hips. And roll it up. Grab your glider. Glider is in the the right ball of your foot. Left foot on your stacked mat. Bending into your left knee. Pressing that glider, that paper plate out, and then drive and stand into that left heel nice and quick. Do that again. Slow to the lunge, quick to the stand up. Chest is proud. 45 seconds for each exercise, 15 seconds during that recovery transition. Pull that belly in, hinge over your hip. Drive into that heel. Good, glider off to the side. Bring your stacked mat towards your center. Toes are on, knees are off, hands on the floor. Triple bear. Press off of your knees. Option, hop or step off the right side of your mat. Good, hop or step back onto your mat. And then hop or step to the left. Shoulders on top of your wrists. Bum is down. Kneecaps hover above the mat. Option, step, step, lower, lower. Step, step, lower, lower. This is big in the quads. You're balancing on your hands. You're using your chest, your shoulders, your core. Holy smokes, this is the toughest one. Option, up, up, down, down. Try not to drop to your knees, straighten your legs. Find that downward facing dog. Good, turn your mat long ways. Standing on your mat, heels together, toes and knees turned out. Sumo, step your right foot off the mat, take a big squat. Good, heels click together, left side. What if you sweep your arms forward, down? What if you clicked your heels in the air? Push off, land soft, power, hold low. Option, stay grounded. Belly in. I feel that sweat dripping. Thank goodness. Good, turn your mat. Your bum and shoulders are on that mat. Lay all the way back. Head is off, but you're gonna hold your head up. Tabletop, feet, belly in, alternating heel tap. Good. Pull your belly button to your spine. Try to get your head, neck, shoulders, and shoulder blades off the mat. Try to keep your ankles in line with your knee. 90-degree bend. Elbows open. Shoulders down. Belly in. Make sure your thighs don't come in front of those hips. They stop, and then those heels drop. Good, keep that belly button pulled in. Keep your spine stamped on that mat. All right, stand up. How do we feel? That is round 1 of 4. Keep your water bottle close by. Grab it at any time. Inchworm. Walk those hands up onto that mat. Right hand off, push up. Left hand off, push up. Both hands off, pop up. Walk back, roll it up. There is your rest. Here is your recovery. And then you're right back into it. Drop to your knees at any time. Butt is down in a plank. Butt is down in a push-up. Well done. Grab your glider. Grab your paper plate. It is underneath the left ball of your foot. Right foot stands tall. Bending into your right knee. Knee stays on top of that ankle. Slide it back. Drive through that left heel. Stand up. Drive through that right heel. When you dig that right heel into the mat, you'll feel those glutes and hamstrings activate. Just this little elevation on the stacked mat intensifies this exercise more into the glutes, more into the hamstrings. Long back leg. That left leg never bends. Woo. Triple bear. Hands off the mat, toes on, knees hover, hop off, hop on, hop off, hop on. It is not a down dog. It is not a donkey. You are in a tabletop, but you're hovered, knees aren't touching. Step, step, beautiful option, just as hard. Good, knees down, knees low. Oh my goodness, I almost made it. Good, turn your mat. Heels together, toes and knees turned out. It's a narrow V. Wide squat right. Left. I can feel my heart rate getting pretty high. I'm going to take this low impact. When my heart rate starts to get high, my form compromises, and that's my key to take it down a notch. Stand up, sit down. You hinge at your hips. Back is flat, right? So what does that mean? When you bend your knees, you're not dropping your chest. You bend at the knees, sink in the hips. Back stays flat. Not rounded, not arched. Woo. Good, turn your mat. Lay down on it. Bum and shoulders on. Head is off. Fingertips behind your ears. Tabletop. This time, point your toes, open your knees, and then butterfly leg drop. So that pinky toe is dropping towards the floor. What makes this more challenging is being elevated on this stacked mat. So you have to lower those toes that much more, which gets more into your core, deeper in that TVA, that transverse abdominis. Chin is off of your chest. Shoulders are relaxed, expanding through your collarbones. Option, don't drop those legs. Don't drop those toes as low. Stamp your spine onto that floor. Knees into chest. Let's roll it up. Those 15 seconds are glorious, but they are quick. Good, let's roll it down. This time, step your left hand off first. Wide push-up, followed by your right. Lower left hand, right hand, pop. Walk your hands back to meet your feet. Roll up. Left hand leads on this third round. Good. Chest is proud. Widen your feet. If you need to, extra little base of support. Little variation with our paper plate. It's in the ball of your right foot. We're stepping back and across to a curtsy lunge. Back and across, slow to lower. Good, and then just tap those toes out to the right. 4, 3, 2, tap. When you find this external rotation through that hips, when your toes and knees are turned out, you'll feel more in the inner and outer thighs. You'll still feel it in your hamstrings, You'll still feel it in your glutes, but opening up through those hips gets you in a different way. Whew. Triple bear, how do we feel about that? Not great. But if we can do this for 45 seconds, we can do anything. We can handle a crying baby. We can handle a tantruming toddler, an elementary school kid with a bad attitude, a middle school kid. Whew, that's a tough age. I'm getting close to that one. Whew. Pushing through a workout helps you persevere through the rest of your day. 30 minutes to yourself. 30 minutes of interrupted or uninterrupted time. If they're here, make them do it with you. If they're bothering you, jumping on your back, just think about making you stronger. A good attitude is half the battle. Please tell me you're dripping sweat. Sumo squat, heel click. Make sure that paper plate's out of the way. We don't need any slips. Hands in prayer makes this a little bit more achievable. Arms out to first makes this a little bit more challenging. So figure out where you need to be on this third round. Good. I want you to jump and feel your heels click together. Feel that connection. Chest is lifted. Stand into those heels. Spread your toes out in your sneakers if you got them on. Plug them in. Good. We're back to tabletop legs. Heel drop. There's our timer. Good. The further your heel taps from your stacked mat, the more of a challenge it is. Maybe it's straight legs. That is an option, not a demand. Anytime you're working your core and you start moving and dropping those legs, you'll feel this in the abs below the belly button. Sitting up in your head, neck, and shoulders off those shoulder blades, you'll feel that in your core above your belly button. Printing your spine onto that mat will help it all contract. Let's get this fourth and final round over with. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Walk it out. Left hand steps off first. Push up. Right hand. Hands walk off. Pop back on. Walk it back. Woo. Good. No arching in your low back. No doming in your core. If you feel that or see that, that's your cue to drop to your knees. That's your cue to drop to your knees. All that does is keep you safe. It's still a challenge. You need your glider. Left foot. We're stepping back and across. Toes and knees are turned out. Are we ready? Bend into your back knee. Step. Sweep it over to the left. Let's go. Slow to lower. Speed to stand up. Chest is proud. Belly in. Stack ears on top of shoulders. Shoulders on top of hips. Squeeze your upper inner thighs together. Woo! Triple bear. Nothing in your day will be harder than this. Center. Center right, center left, center right, center left. Shoulders on top of those wrists. Butt is down. Your butt will lift a little higher when you push off those toes, but I don't want your butt high. Your back is flat. Tail and crown of the head. Whew. Okay. Little self-talk, little pep talk. Oh, nothing wrong with a little sweat drip. Heels together. Let's click them. It's easy to push yourself when other people are watching. But if you're home right now, on your own, are you pushing as hard as you would if you knew you're in a class full of people? Are you pushing as hard as you would if you saw your kids watching you? Don't worry about what you look like. Don't worry about what you're wearing. Focus on your form, your alignment, your dedication to yourself. On your back. Whew. Legs are butterflied. Soles of the feet together. Alternating tap. Remember, the further your toes are from your mat, the more of a challenge this will be. You can only do that if your belly button is connected to your spine. If your spine is stamped into your mat. Good, chin is off your chest. Pinky drops, arch, lifts. No pulling on the head, no straining on the neck. Lift and sit up through your core. Knees in. Well done. Grab a drink. Let that heart rate settle. We got a little bit of mat work. Cooling it down. We'll get you out of here in 30 minutes. Turn your mat. You're going to sit long ways with your fingertips off the mat, palms on. You can be narrow or wide or off the edge, just depending on the range of motion in your shoulders. Walk your feet out. Lengthen your legs. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Keep a flat back. Hinge at your hips. Exhale, forward fold. Good. So you are on a decline. So you'll feel this pretty quickly through the back of those legs. Flexing your feet, reaching for the outside ankle, shin, or thighs, or beyond those toes. Back is still flat. Exhale, round your back, draw your elbows out, bring your chin towards your chest. Inhale, rise up. Place your hands on your mat. Bring your feet in, plant your feet, push onto your hands off your bum, and you're gonna lift your hips into a reverse tabletop. So move your feet where you need to so you can open up through the chest, stretch through the shoulders, dig your heels in, lift your hips high. Keep your feet where they are. Begin to bring your hips back towards your mat. Drive your heels into the ground. Straighten your legs. Sit down, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, plant those hands. Lift your seat, lift your hips, let the head fall back. Good, bring your head back to neutral. Flex your feet, drive through your heels, straighten your legs. Lower that bum, forward fold. Plant those hands. 2 more times. Good, if something feels good or something feels like it needs an extra breath of stretch, stay there. Next time you're in your reverse tabletop, stay there. I want you to keep your feet where you are, but now bring your hips back towards the long edge of your mat. Lift those hips, bend those elbows. Down, up. That's 4. Keep your bum close. 8, 7, get your butt high. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good, straighten your legs, sit back, find that forward fold. Plant your hands, lift your chest. Lift those hips, reverse your tabletop. High knee march, pick up your right foot, plant it down. Left, plant. Press your heel into the floor as you lift that opposite leg. Push your hands into that mat as you lift your legs. 6, 5, 4, belly in. 3, 2, hold that left leg up. Bring your left knee into your chest. Drive it out. Now bend your elbows, drive it out. Bend, drive, down, up. 4, 3, 2, hold it. Lower that leg. Fall into that forward fold. One more side. Plant your hands. Find that reverse tabletop. Right knee high. Drive it out. Bend your elbows. 6, 5, press and drive. 4, through that heel. 3, chest is lifted. 2, hold it. Lower forward fold. Good, slowly roll all the way up. Stack your spine. Bend your knees. Flip over onto your hands and your knees. Your hands are on your stacked mat. Lower your forearms so that the elbows are on the middle of your mat. And then push your chest back and then drop your head in between those arms off your stacked mat. Bend at your elbows and bring those thumbs to the back of your neck. Straighten out your arms. Come into your tabletop. Step into a plank. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Slowly roll all the way up. Push that mat off to the side. Heels together, toes and knees turned out. Clasp your hands behind your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades, your elbows, and your palms together. And then lengthen those arms. Tail stays heavy, pressing through those heels. Keep your posture. Release your grip. Curtsy down. Day 3.